The sustainability of the environment is an issue that is gaining strength and is crying out for the concern and urgent reconstruction by rulers, entrepreneurs, and citizens because the action of humanity after is a high modernization and expansion year after year levels breakless natural resources and show the effort to sustain us in life with it. The climate crisis in recent decades has made people wake up and visualize their personal and individual impact on environmental deterioration. So one of the ways to raise awareness is the distinct one as the carbon footprint, a mechanism to know and measure that so much CO2 and other greenhouse gases that become carbon dioxide enter the atmosphere and impair resources. Needless to say that this indicator favors the environment to restore well-being and social health by not only helping us to identify sources and greenhouse gas emissions, but also to establish reduction plans and strategies. Their efficient and sustainable saving since implementing carbon footprint reduction measures is a social commitment to avoid a major catastrophe. The important thing is to know that even simple action can contribute to the preservation of the environment are quite positive, lead to climate change and global warming. For that reason, using the carbon footprint calculator, I find that my annual carbon footprint is 2.98 tons of CO2. However, to reduce my carbon footprint by approximately 60%, there are some recommendations. First, disconnect electronic devices when not in use, because save energy in any way as is the easiest way to reduce pollution carbon dioxide emissions into the atmosphere. Stopping on a global warming and climate change, for every kilowatt hour of electricity saved avoids the emission of about 1 kilogram of CO2 at the thermal power plant where carbon or oil is burning to produce electricity. In addition, to save energy prevents acid rains, black tides, air pollution, nuclear accident waste, radioactive waste, proliferation and atomic weapons, destruction of forests, devastation of natural parking, and desertification. Additionally, brings another advantage because saving energy also saves money because every kilowatt hour costs the consumer a high sum. Second, reducing the consumption of beef to at least 3 days a week. To reduce meat intake is beef, pork, or poultry deeply helps the environmental area. Since the process of preparing for its proper marketing releases methane gases belonging to the greenhouse effect of the atmosphere, so it's recommended to replace these proteins with grains or fish. Third, planting a tree at least once a month. To compensate the carbon footprints can be planted trees. These are source of life. They are the lungs of the planet to absorb greenhouse gases, counteracting global warming. They are the oxygen to keep us with the necessary quality of life. Is the responsibility of all humanity to take action in the face of environmental problems affecting to the ecosystem, air, water, soil, plants, and animals. So planting trees is a strategy to minimize the ecological crisis, to put the stability of the planet at risk, and maintains the balance of the nature. In conclusion, the reduction of the individual carbon footprint is the way of educating society to massively convey the importance of preserving nature and our habitat. If each person was interested to knowing what their carbon footprint is and how it can reduce or compensate it, certainly the planet will have a better repair, protection, care, and also a high historical precedent so as not to encourage historical destruction.